So they have a way of like building up this environment. If it goes wrong, they can destroy it? Or is he saying like, let's start from scratch now, we're gonna destroy everything, and then we're gonna build up from that? Or maybe both. Noise complaints. Okay, color me confounded. Lizzie? Bashcore? Anybody says the old TT code's a Bashcore, straight up lying, and you know it. Old Trav don't have no truck with commercialized razzle dazz. Nuh-uh. Heck, I'd rather guzzle a liter of Sitarum runoff than listen to Grey Swarm for 30 seconds. Hand to God and swear on my mama's grave she was religious. Now that ain't Bashcore blasting the Hades lab, shaking the walls, rattling folks' teeth. It's death metal, girl. Classical music, 80s and 90s mostly. Wow. Got me some Dutch deathcore, some Japanese gore crimes, some Swedish cannibal themed stuff too. Stop by if you want to listen, or heck, just come within 50 meters of the lab. Ain't no Bashcore, you'll see. Or hear, rather, in the screech that rends the air, and feel in the throbbing pulse of the floor and walls and ceiling swallowing you up like you as Jonas trapped in the gullet of gothic deathfish. Hallelujah. As for those requests to turn it down, no can do, Lizzie. This is how I code. Turn down my death metal? Might as well give up stimulants, chocolate malts, and industrial accidental vids. Industrial accident vids. Last I heard, we were supposed to be coding Hades down here. Who am I really supposed to code an Instinction Protocol? Am I really supposed to code an Instinction Protocol without death metal to inspire me? Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, okay. Hades Protocol. Tate here just popped 3 blues, but I earned it. Finally figured out a Goldilocks solution to Gaia's rather extreme executive authority. If that ain't worth 10 to 12 hours of dream time, what is? Before this, every usurpation protocol I designed failed in simulation because it was either too hard or too soft. Too hard, it integrated the Gaia core. Sure, it pried her figurative fingers off the figurative driving wheel so Hades could take control, but by breaking her fingers, sometimes her arms too. Huh. So that couldn't fly. Everything depends on Gaia taking control after Hades has done its business. So we had to find a solution that didn't leave Gaia any worse for wear. Too soft, and Gaia only pretended to relinquish control. In simulation after simulation, Hades would take command of the terraforming system and reverse operations, only to have Gaia lurk in the background, quietly re-reversing processes and falsifying telemetry to hide its interference. Sneaky. I swear, ain't nothing Gaia wouldn't do to keep life going, even when it's just simulated plant life. Turns out the just right solution is to isolate Gaia in a protective code shell, preserving its integrity, then unseat it from command position so Hades can slip into the figurative captain's chair, oh boy, and work its magic. Those blues are coming on pretty strong now. So I'm not really describing it so clear, but pretty sure it'll work. Yeah, those blues are plenty strong. Guess it's time to sleep and bed. I'll be back. I'll back to it tomorrow, alligators. So that could mean that potentially the whole Hades thing was, maybe things didn't quite go as planned. That could be. And Hades was supposed to do a thing, maybe took a little bit too much control. Archive abuse. Samina to Travis. This mail and copied Elizabeth. This mail concerns Apollo Archive Submission 23876. Your 666th submission in just 5 days, and oh, what a doozy. Despite earlier warnings, already inappropriate materials, you chose to submit 265 holographic remasters of acknowledged classics of extreme exploitation cinema. Allow me then to thank you on 2 counts. 1, for forgiving me the pleasure of rejecting your submission, thereby consigning your favorite Eastern European torture flicks and their ilk to the dust heap of oblivion. It truly warms my heart to know that I have saved future humanity from the ordeal of experiencing not just 1, but all 16 installments of Making a Millipede. Don't worry, the Pasolini material has already been preserved, perhaps, extreme perhaps, but art. Number 2, for clarifying a concept that has so long been ambiguous and ethically fraught for archivists such as myself, the definition of obscenity. When you've just freed me from the subjective quagmire embodied in Judge Potter's famous utterance, I know it when I see it. Thanks to you, I can now apply a single objective criterion. If Travis Tate submitted it, it's obscene. Accordingly, I've directed Apollo staff to similarly reject all of your future submissions sight unseen. Perhaps you might invest the time you would have spent preparing further submissions on, I don't know, your assigned work? We have a world to save after all, or the rest of us do anyway. That would actually be a pretty tough job to like curate what type of quote-unquote art is gonna go to like a future generation.
Looks like the only way onwards.
Okay, we're trying to get to her office, and this is like a...
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown
so
and
cool.
king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the alpha in charge of this program.
Okay.
Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords.
Yeah.
Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances. But, as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem, to say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
This is a clone thing. This is a clone thing. Holy shit. FZ Chambers. Sorry this is a lot of reading stuff, but like this is like the most... This is crazy. This is the most revelatory thing we've had happen in like a long time. Patrick to Elizabeth, FC Chambers. The ectogenic chambers arrived 2 days ago. I spent the last 36 hours examining them and poring over technical documentation. They were a revelation, astonishing. I don't know what you had to give Far Zenith to trade to get these chambers, but it was worth it. In a single leap, their embryologists have vaulted past 50 years of technological shortcomings. The risks of ECMO, resolved. Nutrition delivery, resolved. Hormonal stability, resolved. 12 other risk areas, resolved. Before I examine these characters, or these chambers, I consider the Odyssey to be a fool's errand, but if the rest of FC's technology is at this level, well, a human colony around Sirius doesn't seem so impossible after all. Mass fabrication of the chambers will present a number of challenges, but I'm confident they can be resolved. I'm gonna rest for a few hours and get back to it. Expect a fabrication plan within 48 hours. So we're gonna build all these cradles to like keep people like presumably in these type of pods or something. And presumably a clone.
Are these what I think they are?
Artificial wombs.
Yep.
Machines to spawn a new generation.
This
of
is where
human
we
beings.
came from. Gotta be. Cradle Servitor Personae. Development of the artificial personae for Cradle Servitors, Nurturer, Disciplinarian, Healer continues at a good pace. We're targeting Turing Point 4 for these constructs. This should allow low-grade empathy and limited improvisation without undermining adherence to codified behavior sets. The stimulus-driven switching of personae, however, is proving to be a greater software challenge than anticipated, especially concerning our entrenched feedback loops between the Disciplinarian and Healer personae. I have also attached the reports from an incident where a servitor running the mother personae intervened on a disciplinarian servitor's behavior, a parental argument, if you will, amusing on first glance, perhaps, but deeply concerning. I've attached a comprehensive plan for correcting these interactive protocol shortcomings in just Data Corrupted. Whoa. Cradle sealed. Eleuthia-01 was successfully sealed before the swarm advancing across Xinjiang province could detect it. Ping back from crucial systems are good, for our maiden voyage a success. Regards my disputes with the betas over zygote selection. Of course, I understand we have limited overhead to run simulations of gene flow in our future developments, but we can all agree there is a margin for refinement in future cradle populations. Donk. I don't know what this means. D-O-N-C. In addition to personally overseeing completion of Eleuthia 2 on site inside Mount Namuli, or Namuli, I will formulate and propose a modified zygote selection plan within the week. This is pretty crazy.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
I think she's starting to figure it out.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
Yes, it was.
There's only one way to be sure.
Gotta be.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Looks like we're getting to it. What are we doing here? Is this her office right now?
That will benefit from antilopine morphologies, though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
It got removed.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
Huh.
no, Gaia, you're not. This is good.
This is what she wanted.
It's very good.
So Guy is feeling things and starting to be able to describe like what those are like.
You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
That would be an immense amount of pressure. But at the same time, it's kind of like you can only do your best. Like, there's nothing... You try to make it work, and like you're gonna go, and everyone else is gonna go, and then you'll never know, really.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is, give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable.
Jesus,
To
what do you
ensure
do in that
preservation of
scenario?
Life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
Wow. When you have the AI telling you that you should put a kill switch in it, that's... how do you deny that? Odyssey has failed? Uh-oh. To all alphas, some terrible news, I'm afraid. Farziness has informed me that the Odyssey mission has failed. Last night, telemetry indicated a catastrophic antimatter containment failure as the drive spun up to depart the solar system. The ship, its crew, its cargo of zygotes and seeds, its alpha build of Apollo, all lost. Zero Dawn is now the only hope for the continuation of the human species and earthly life. No pressure. Artemis status. It's long coming, Liz. This is from Charles. I'm positive about it, if those words can still mean anything. Had my sleeves rolled up negotiating with frozen zoos for their samples. So many species trapped in ghoulish hologram dioramas, suspended in what-ifs. More than 14,000 that went extinct between 2000 and 2043. We started mapping out primary succession, selecting the pioneer organisms for a balanced and sustainable biosphere. Microorganisms and insects, rabbits and hawks, foxes and wolves. Thousands more that will have to wait their turn until our new generation can be entrusted with the duty of restoring them, so they can return to a world that, this time, will understand the concept of conservation before it's too late. There's already been too many lates. We lost a whole collection team during the swarm breakthrough in Myanmar. The samples we lost were, well, irreplaceable. But thanks to you, Liz, the circle of life will bend, not break. The Earth was a lifeless rock before, and someday it will be again. But not now, not like this, not on our watch. Ronson. Can we scan? What were we scanning there? Oh.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Looks like it.
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really
Yeah,
so
seriously.
naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why?
Yeah, exactly.
Why were you created?
Maybe she needed to come back to unlock something specific. Like they knew that her personality or whatever would have enough drive to get
You
us
need
to
to get
this
out of
point,
there.
to uncover this
What you
next
found
like
is too valuable.
level of evolution.
You're too valuable.
How do we transport this? Whoa. Whoa. Oh. You gotta be kidding.
Still alive.
Elis.
Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
Okay.
My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along. When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind. As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. It grew when High Priest Bahavas went missing. And when the true Sun King Itamen was snatched away. It not only grew, but multiplied. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
See that scar on your cheek? You didn't get to finish.
Yes, I remember. He fought well. For a savage.
His name was Rost, and he was a better man than you could ever hope to be.
The better man is the one who doesn't end up with his guts steaming on the ground. No, it wasn't him. I could have finished you before he attacked. But I didn't. This failing troubled my thoughts. Haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Meant to eliminate High Priest Bahavas. Meant to snatch Itamen away. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun.
I actually think he's partially right in this.
Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
You're an idiot. A dangerous idiot, but an idiot. All this talk of destiny and fate. I'm sure Hades speaks the same language, doesn't he?
Yep.
You're being played for a fool. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
And we're here to stop it.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn.
Yeah, we'll see.
Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then get in this cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place, exactly where it belongs. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land. I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
Why butcher dozens of innocents for no gain? It's a waste of effort.
You're right. I won't even be there to enjoy it. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself,
That was actually Silence
an
as
entire
well.
tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus. Such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile.
No!
So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
I just noticed what his necklace was made of. Bullets. Oh, shit. Okay, we might actually get our chance in here. We wanted it. Not like this, though.
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold!
Ho ho! We got corruptors. That's a problem.
Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our
Oh
cause?
my god.
Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turan ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eye of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die. Let her be the first of thousands!
I take it back. I don't want to be in the ring anymore.
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. My weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this ring. Maybe I
So,
could use its strength against it.
I'm going to use its strength against it.
I wasn't built to take a behemoth's charge either.
Okay, hold on. There's got to be something that it can break around here. Come on.
That pillar's weak. Another hit, and that pillar will come down.
Come on. You want to knock this down?
That did it. One more pillar and that platform will come down.
Oh
And my
shit.
weapons won't.
No! Come on. At least those corruptors aren't in here as well.
It's down.
You gotta be shitting me. We're coming out of the smoke all geared up. It's happening. Yes. Oh yeah. Let's not get too cocky here. Come on.
Hey! Guess who got her weapons back? Now you're just a big dumb target. Come and get it!
Let's get rid of some armor.
Those components on the sides of its head. They've got something to do with these rift attacks.
Wow, that is freaking crazy.
Freeze canister on its hips. Cryo it instead of it.
Yep.
That canister on its belly. Looks important.
By the time, if we can blow this off. I think we got it. It's a lot of pissed off people.
Silence!
Yeah, here they come.
Shadows.
Oh shit.
Kill her.
Yeah, I don't know about this, to be honest. We got a bunch of weapons we need to blast off here, but like...
Kill her!
I don't know.
Why leave it to them? Come get me yourself!
Whoa! It's Billy! No, not quite. Oh, what? No way.
Silence.
Honestly, didn't see that coming. They're with us. He can eat dicks, that guy. Done with him. That's insane.
So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
I was starting to think that he was like not even
If we'd
real.
been killed, the Nora's sacred mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring
course.
your focus, I've duplicated every data file you scanned. Installing that data to a new focus was trivially easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
You're really good at making it impossible to like you, Silence. But I guess I need this.
It's time
Was
to
that
see where you
Happy
were born.
Birthday, Isaac?
Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
Just like that.
Wait.
Yes?
Wow.
Helis recognized you back in the Sun Ring. You told me that you'd assisted the Eclipse. Not that you knew the man who killed who almost killed me.
So now you know. The man is a serious threat. So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Right. Since when can you override machines?
Ever since you discovered the technique.
Huh.
I had to destroy a corruptor to obtain the necessary parts, of course. But your example showed me how to do that as well. Yet another benefit of monitoring your activities through your focus. Truth be told, the underlying logic of the technique isn't so different from rites practiced by Banuk shamans.
We've noticed.
Though, of course, far more advanced.
Great. You're welcome, I guess. How did you track my location when I wasn't wearing a focus?
Really, Aloy. It doesn't take a genius to surmise that Helis would throw you into the Sun Ring at high noon. I wore out 2 striders getting here in time, but I did. Now be on your way.
I'll be on my way. To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the Nora Sacred Land. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance. You should come with me.
Well, absolutely not. I have preparations to make elsewhere.
Like what? What is your
kind
deal?
of- Why do I bother asking? You're not gonna tell me.
When
What
the
the
time is
frick?
right, I'll be in touch. I'll contact you later. In the meantime, should you need to return to Shadow Karja territory, I brought armor to conceal your identity.
Nice.
You think of everything, don't you?
One of us has to. Aloy, when you were recovering the Alpha Registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel.
What do you mean?
For your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside.
Oh,
the mountain.
it's okay.
No matter what.
He means what he said.
Yeah!
Just comes to save us at just the right time and then takes off. Alright. Oh, that's heavy. That is heavy, 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 heavy. The answers Aloy has thought all her life are finally within her grasp if she can defeat the Eclipse invasion of the Embrace and fight her way inside the tribe's sacred mountain. That is freaking crazy. Oh, this is the Meridian Village. Okay, this is not the place that we were at before. Okay, that was the person at the camp that we couldn't find. Or that we thought about going to look for or whatever. Okay. That's intense. That is really, really, really intense. I think I'm gonna take a break here. It makes sense to do that. We could ride over there. Like, obviously we want to go back here. How could we not? Should we go and clear this up? Probably. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to jump over here to this campfire. Then we're going to talk to Fernand here. And then we'll head over to Allmother and see what's going on. So, yeah, wow. Really intense. Really intense. I'm excited to see where this goes. We're going to take a break. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.